They just have a new way of gathering. The manosphere has always existed. Congress. Sorry.
You know, when I think of the manosphere, I don't think of like Andrew Tate or Fresh and Fit or any of these fucking people. I think of Congress. That's the real manosphere, right, Adam?
Congress, I know it is.
Congress.
It's comical, isn't it?
One of the things that fueled Trump's rise, which is the manosphere. That's like red-pilled men who blame women for not only their own problems, but society's problems at large. Is the manosphere something new?
No.
So there's something.
Oh no! Oh no!
I know. So
this is gonna be good.
We're gonna get to the manosphere here. You know, it was interesting in that poll that I read about who's to blame the government shutdown. Because I just looked underneath it, and it says they also did a poll on how people blame the government shutdown by gender. Okay. And it says women blame Republicans by 15 points higher, but men are 5 points more likely to blame Democrats for the shutdown. Okay.
Okay.
And it really shows you just this completely widening gender divide between men and women because, and you know, there's that very interesting video that you sent me where this woman's talking about how really what like wokeness is at its heart is the feminization of everything. It's saying that the way in which men exist and operate and think is bad, and the way in which women think and operate is good. And all society, including men, must, you know, wash their brains of any sort of masculine thought or masculine way of interacting and adhere to this hyper feminized version of reality. And if that's the case, if that's the position that the left is going to take and the Democrats are going to kowtow to that, it's so obvious that there's going to be a burgeoning gender divide politically, which there's never been, I believe, before like this.
Yeah, she makes the argument that the tipping point was when women became a majority in most of these institutions.
Yes.
Which completely changed everything.
It's not just, it's women being the majority in institutions and operating under this philosophy, this anti-liberal philosophy of alt-leftism.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not being, what do they call it? When you're not civil. Well, I guess not civil is not really the right terminology, but when you're more willing to step on people's feelings than most people.
Well, that's the irony. It's like, oh, we need to change all the rules because all these men and all these bad people are stepping on our feelings. So we're going to change the rules that basically allows us to step on their feelings, and they have to shut up about it. We're just changing the little power dynamic in our favor. All of a sudden, we're not creating some sort of neutral playing field.
Is it conscientiousness? It's one of the 5 factors.
No, I don't.
But men are lower on conscientious. No, conscientiousness is not it.
It's not conscientiousness, no.
Right. Anyway, we can move on.
No, it isn't. They just have a new way of gathering. The manosphere has always existed. Congress. Sorry.
You know, when I think of the manosphere, I don't think of like Andrew Tate or Fresh and Fit or any of these fucking people. I think of Congress. That's the real manosphere, right, Adam?
Congress, I know it is.
Congress.
It's comical, isn't it?
It's so fucking stupid.
Damn, she has no idea what the manosphere is.
It's just so retarded.
Where, and the army.
The White House.
Army.
Yeah, like truly. That's just off the top of my head. It has always existed. What is particularly troubling and unique about the current moment is that they have such easy access to one another and that there are no limits because they tend to find themselves on these forums where there is no moderation, where they are openly allowed to talk about really virulent misogyny, which, whatever, but then also violence against women, violence against people they disagree with.
Yeah, when I hear this, people, talking openly about violence against women, people I disagree with, you know what I think? I think Congress. That's what Congress is all about, right? That's what Congress is all fucking about, isn't it? Oh my God.
Agreeableness is what I was trying to think of.
Right.
Men are lower on agreeableness.
Yes. Yes.
Have created their own vernacular to be able to better communicate amongst themselves about their anxieties and their grievances. And so they have more reach than before. And they are really good at finding the disaffected and disillusioned young men, or not so young men, who have nowhere to put feelings and who don't have the tools to cope with feelings and who don't have the personal ability to deal with accountability of, take a shower, brush your
Don't feel the necessity to deal with those feelings, which is quite a superpower, if you ask me, right? Stoicism is where it's at. So I often feel sorry for the women who can't get over things, right? Who got to let things simmer and simmer forever and ever and ever. I think men are in the better position being able to argue things out and let bygones be bygones. But according to Roxane Gay, that's like a bad thing. Yeah. You got to be able to dwell on these feelings forever and ever and ever and never get over it.
Teeth. Learn to talk to other people and then listen to what is being said to you. Learn to ask questions. So much of this is just basic sort of human 101 that they have decided they should be.
Sort of women 101, right? That's what she's talking about. Women 101.
Be able to opt out of and still have the woman of their dreams and the career of their dreams. Like, that's not how any of this works. You have to put effort in, and it doesn't have to even be that much effort. I see scrubs all the time who are doing just fine. And so, it just takes a little effort. And I have some empathy for disillusioned people and disillusioned men, because they were told that they were going to have the world as their oyster, and their fathers and their grandfathers did. And then here's this generation that isn't getting everything they've ever wanted, even though, really, did anyone ever?
Sitch, did your parents sit you down and go, listen,
God.
Boys, come here. Let me tell you, you are going to get everything, okay? You're men. I never had that conversation. Who the fuck has had this conversation?
Nobody's ever had this fucking conversation except Disney villains. Okay? These fucking dumb bitches. They're like, grow up watching some fucking insane feminist movie or read some insane feminist book where there's some crazy villain that's the most stereotypical like male villain ever. And they're like, well, this is reality. No one's ever fucking had this conversation. No one's ever had this fucking thought. This is so fucking disgusting. Because she says like, well, I have some empathy for men. I'm like, oh, that's good. She understands that right now.
They were promised everything.
Right. There's a lot of women, more women are graduating from college now than men. Men are doing much worse in the job field and education and health outcomes. Men seem to be doing a lot worse in almost every fucking way, statistically, than women are in America. So there's obviously something's going on, right? Something's to be looked into there. And you think, oh, maybe she's going to bring that up. No, I feel bad for men because, well, it's not their fault. They're all a bunch of fucking misogynists. They were just told and taught to be misogynists by their fucking evil parents who told them, You're a man and the world will open for you. Women will just throw themselves at your fucking feet. You're going to walk into a fucking restaurant and every woman's going to jump up at her fucking seat, open the door for you. When you go into a fucking train, women are going to be like, oh, please, sir, take my fucking seat. And then when you get home, they're going to rub your fucking toes and they're going to say, I've been slaving away. I know you've been at work. I've been slaving away at a kitchen all day for your delicious pot roast as I pop out a couple of kids. Yes, that's what every fucking man ever thought reality was going to be like. You dumb cunt.
That's what they were promised. They were all promised these things, Sitch, and then all of a sudden it's just taken away. They're sitting there with their hands out going, hey, what happened?
What happened?
I thought I was supposed to be in charge of everything.
Where's my gimmies? I don't understand what's going on anymore.
Yeah, ridiculous.
God,
this
so
is such a narrative on the left.
Stupid.
This idea that, oh, they're just totally worried about losing their place in society. They're so nervous about that. Ridiculous.
Get it? And if you've been told a certain thing your entire life and then it's not true, of course you're disillusioned. But I also don't think that disillusionment is an excuse for hating women and for hating just people of color or queer people, etc. They always.
How about dumb people? Are we allowed to hate dumb people?
You are allowed
Please.
to hate.
How about delusional people?
Fucks. Okay.
How about delusional people who keep creating a stereotype that's completely untrue of men? How about that? Am I allowed to hate them? It's so crazy because look, there was a time when people would create amazingly negative stereotypes of gay people. I'd like to think we've kind of moved past that, but here you have a gay woman creating massive stereotypes of men that are just completely false. I don't think men think, oh, the world is, nobody comes out and says, men, the world is your oyster. Most people are like, you're going to have to struggle and fight to find your place in the world. Mm-hmm. That's what makes them upset because they don't like that. They don't like it when the man comes into the workplace and is like, okay, this is a competition and I want to be in charge.
Right.
Yeah. They don't like that. Women don't like that.
Always target people who are more vulnerable than them so that they can feel some sense of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible brew. But most men are not susceptible to that, fortunately.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you.
They're fine. And the hand wringing that we do in the media all the time about like the male loneliness epidemic, I don't know, stop looking at a screen and go outside and talk to someone.
No fucking.
Look at this.
Like
she's like,
some fucking.
She's like, I don't
retard.
give a fuck about lonely men. Look at this. Here's a Democratic Party for you guys. You're having trouble getting a girlfriend. You feel like people are condescending to you all the time. You feel like people are negative about you being a man. They call you toxic and stuff like that. Roxane Gay, a Democrat, doesn't give a fuck about you.
Right. Well, I don't know if
Democrat.
I don't even know if Roxane Gay identifies as a Democrat.
Is a Democrat?
Yeah, I don't know if she.
No,
she definitely seems like one of these liberals.
Roxane Gay, definitely gay. You cannot tell me she didn't give $2,500 to Kamala Harris. Get them.
No, I'm sure she did.
Of course
because
she did.
I'm sure she did because of
woman power. Oh my God, a woman of
yes.
color. Holy shit!
Right.
It's exactly what I wanted. Representation.
Right, but there's a difference between someone saying I'm going to give a bunch of money to Kamala because she's a woman of color, or I hate Donald Trump, versus I'm some sort of, Democrat who believes in Democrat policies or whatever.
No, I want to back this up for a second. Just look, think of it now. The Democrats are in a tailspin over men. Men are leaving the Democratic Party in droves. They're all voting Republican because of perceived slights against them from people on the left. Now, Roxane Gay, maybe she's not a Democrat, but she's definitely on the left. Okay.
Obviously, yes.
Let's just hear her take on this, on men.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible brew. But most men are not susceptible to that, fortunately. They're fine. And the hand wringing that we do in the media all the time about like the male loneliness epidemic, I don't know, stop looking at a screen and go outside and talk to someone.
Do you think,
So look, she's rolling her eyes.
Yeah.
rolling her eyes at your loneliness, at your suffering.
Yeah. Fuck
rolling her eyes. Why do we have to cover this in the media? These men, they're suffering. Their suicide rate is through the roof, but why do we care? We're Democrats. Yeah. We don't give a fuck.
What?
I wonder why you guys keep losing men. The disdain, the condescension.
I know. The same
they
person.
They can't help themselves. They fucking hate men.
The same person who I can guarantee you'll find some clip or post or whatever, her saying, you know, how dare men talk about women's bodies regarding abortion.
Of course.
The same person. It's like we have a woman who's a lesbian, and she's like, let me tell you about men's issues. How about you don't fucking tell me about men's issues, okay? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have literally no fucking clue what you're talking about. And on top of that, you're way outside the fucking age range to even understand what's going on in the dating market right now.
She doesn't even know what the manosphere is. She thinks it's the fucking Democrats.
She thinks it's Congress. Just call Congress is the manosphere. Yeah, it's what are you? You're delusion. Fuck you. I'm sorry that you had some bad experiences, so now you've decided to become a fucking bigot against all men, okay? But fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
I think it's great. I think it's great. Midterms are coming. You guys remember what disdain these people have for you. Disdain. They don't give a fuck about your problems. Roxane Gay cares more about a mass murderer getting out of jail.
Yeah,
when they abolish the prison.
What the fuck is this insanity? She's all like, oh, men are the fucking men are a bunch of whiny, evil bitches who are all bad people and sexual assaulters and blah, blah, blah. But we need to abolish prison. What are you high? What are you talking about?
I know. She's insane. Talking about contradictions.
I know. It's like, how do you even take this fucking person seriously? Oh, Lum Glass is an award-winning author here.
Oh.
Yeah. I have 2 boys and I'm
Oh my Alex, God. please push back and be like, I have 2 boys.
Oh my God, look at this.
Please push
I have 2 boys and you just spit in my face, bitch.
Yes.
My boys are nice. Fuck you.
Yes.
Constantly thinking like, oh God, is the manosphere the natural extension? Like, are they going to get subsumed by it? So we talk about feelings a lot. We get off the screens a lot.
Oh, great.
I mean, I just think, what is the way that society or women?
They're both trans men.
Well, I have 2 boys, and I'm going to make sure they're going to be good allies. Okay, I'm going to make sure they're good fucking allies.
Both her boys are trans.
Right.
I have 2 trans men boys.
Oh my God.
Men or whoever wants to take the mantle upon themselves to how do you combat the manosphere? It feels. I mean,
well, there was a person who was combating.
His name was Jordan Peterson.
Right. And fuckers, you were like, oh, he's a Nazi. You guys compared him to fucking Andrew Tate and Hitler. Okay.
She called out Jordan Peterson on Bill Maher, remember? She literally called out Jordan Peterson to his face.
Oh my God.
Alex Wagner did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she shit all over Jordan Peterson when Jordan Peterson was just getting recognized.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
It's so terrible.
They can't help themselves. Terrible. They hate men. Boys, your mother hates you. I just want you to know.
I totally forgot that. Yeah, she was on Bill Maher, yelling at Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be unduly emphatic about its importance, but it does feel like a real thing, a real development, even if its essence is not new. The construct of this entire online sort of world subsuming young men and sort of radicalizing them in a conservative direction seems like something that like progressives and Democrats and people who care about empathy need to sort of like unpack and maybe figure out how to unwind. And I guess
it's so crazy. I mean, what do they think conservatism is? I just like for a boy to be competitive or think I can do this on my own, be some sort of rugged individualist, be the type of person that can pull themselves up from the bootstraps, right? Someone who can take care of themselves. What the fuck is wrong with that? How is that bad? How's that a bad thing, Sitch?
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. They buy in a bunch of fake nonsense. And if you listen to what she's saying, okay, I mean, Alex Wagner is a total fucking coward, because what she's saying here is
she doesn't want her boys to be self-sufficient.
No, she's not.
She wants them to be a mama titty baby their whole lives.
No. If you listen to what the word, if you decode what she's saying, she's terrified. Okay, she's afraid to ask Roxane Gay or anyone that even this question of what to do about men, even in terms of buying into their framing of like the manosphere, because when she does, a bunch of her fucking alt-left retard friends say, well, why is the conversation always got to be about men, Alex? We don't need to talk about them all the time. And so she feels fucking hesitant to even broach the topic so much that she's like, well, isn't the party of like empathy supposed to like need to figure out what's going on with these young boys? She's like afraid to even ask the question from their own fucking framing. This is how insane this is.
Yeah. Because they're supposed to be the oppressor and whatnot.
Yes.
I backed it up a little just so we can hear it again.
Action seems like something that like progressives and Democrat line sort of worlds subsuming young men and sort of radicalizing them in a conservative direction seems like something that like progressives and Democrats and people who care about empathy need to sort of like unpack and maybe figure.
What is radical conservatism?
I don't know. I don't know what she means by that. I mean, I could give you what I would think that mean, but I don't trust her
like
view
racism
of things. Yeah.
I don't think of conservatism as racism. So
figure out how to unwind. And I guess I totally understand the notion of reconnecting to people and encouraging conversation and community and all of the rest. But I wonder if you think there's anything more explicit that, like, I don't know, our leaders need to do or we as members of society need to think about.
Yes. And
so she very, in the most gentle fucking baby way possible, said, what you just said is stupid. Do you have something more concrete than just telling people to get off the internet? She said in the most fucking gentle way imaginable.
No. Part of me just thinks they need to work this out amongst themselves. Because men listen to other men.
Right.
And so I think men need to take responsibility for their brethren. I really, really do. Because they're actually not going to listen to women for the most part. They're just not.
Well, that is true. She finally said something that is correct.
It's
that
true.
is
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Yes. Right.
We are working it out.
Right.
We've got our own party over here, the Republican Party.
You're not going to like the outcome of it probably, but.
Exactly. You stay in your party over there. The Democrat soy boy party.
And so I think men need to hold other men accountable. But how much more do we need to do as a society to cater to men and make them feel whole?
I mean, we're living under a Trump presidency part two. Apparently, we need to do a lot more.
So much of what is happening is predicated on a lie that women are doing so well that it's gone too far and let's send them bitches back in the kitchen. It's crazy. It is genuinely not grounded in sanity. And at the same time, I have two brothers and they're amazing. Or, well, only one is surviving, but
oh,
no,
you're going to say only one was amazing. Sorry.
No. They're both amazing. And they are awesome fathers, reasonably good husbands, and amazing brothers. And so I know what men are capable of. And for me, that's the standard. Like, just exist. And they're guys. They shoot guns. They were both raising only daughters. Oh, well, no, one has a son, but he's a very gentle giant. They watch sports. They do like all of the things that are typically coded as masculine, but then they're also raising children and doing their share of like domestic labor. My parents, I credit them with modeling what relationships between people of different genders should look like.
Yeah.
And so we don't actually have to look that far to find great examples of men. So what do we do about these people who have somehow not been able to actively participate in a healthy society? I don't have the answer, but I just don't think that we need to do like some kind of like deeply special outreach, because so much of our society is already dedicated to supporting men and making them feel better.
Before we head to break,
Well, I'm so glad. She's like, oh, fuck, man. I mean, the men in my life are all fantastic. But like as a concept, fuck men. Other men suck. We don't need to help other men. They can go fuck off.
All of society is structured basically towards men, making men bend over backwards.
Right.
Or society is bending over backwards for men. That's her argument.
Then just explain this. Why are women doing so much better in so many different
Oh, she said
outcomes in life?
that's
That's
all
just not true.
delusional. Yeah.
Okay. It's all just fake.
Women are suffering.
Right. Okay.
Women are doing terrible.
Well, obviously that's why there's more men in prison, because society is based around placating men.
Just talk to Jasmine Crockett.
There you go.
He's totally oppressed. Elon Omar, oppressed.
Yep.
AOC, oppressed.
Yep.
Alex Wagner, oppressed. Roxane Gay, oppressed.
Yeah. Women are so oppressed in society that they're calling to end civility.
The ladies of The View, oppressed.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch Adam show. Most of the time we stream Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and we stream during the week. Come join us. You guys are going to love it. It'll be great.